Happy Women's History Month! I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad I'm here. Let's get right to it. In any world, young women need role models and inspiration, but especially now. So I have some. I have 5 books for young feminists to inspire them, to comfort them, and to remind them that they can change the world. And frankly, instilling feminism in the young boys in your life is one of the best things you can do for them. Don't let gender restrict your kids. Beginning with the youngest, let's start with Grace for President by Kelly DiPucchio. This is a picture book about a young girl who finds out there's never been a woman president. When Grace's teacher tells her this, she decides she's going to run for president in the school election. The book gives a cute story and a very basic introduction to how the electoral college system works, and at the end there's a little preview of Grace's future. Depending on how old the young feminist in your life is, you might have to read this next one to them, but I cannot recommend it enough. Rad American Women A to Z by Kate Schatz gives short, child-friendly biographies of 26 women in American history. Or rather, 25 and X. I'll get to X in a minute. The biographies are all a page long with an illustration of each subject. They range from Angela Davis to Nellie Bly to Sonia Sotomayor to Zora Neale Hurston. Each biography is written in language children can understand while still being chock full of information. Now for X. In this book, the page for X is dedicated to all the women whose stories were not recorded and will never be known. That is, to be a little cheeky, totally radical. The next book deals with the topic of voting and suffrage. I came across You Want Women to Vote, Lizzie Stanton by Jean Fritz while I was drawing up the plans for my Women's History Month display at work. It covers Elizabeth Cady Stanton's life and her fight for women's suffrage. Suffrage, if you don't know, is the right to vote. Especially since we just witnessed the election that we did, and we came so close to finally putting a woman in the Oval Office, this is a no-brainer for the young feminist in your life. For my next choice, I have George by Alex Gino. I actually reviewed this book back in January of 2016, and you really should watch that video because I can't do it justice in this short a time. But I'll try. George is about a young trans girl who's realizing that she's trans and coming out to a few people in her life. It's also about a school production of Charlotte's Web. It covers gender in a really nuanced way that is still easily understandable for children. It's wonderful. Really, watch my review of it because there's a lot to this novel. Finally, I have a fiction choice that will grow with your young feminist. It's Harry Potter, of course. Start them off with the first book and just let them soak it in. Hermione Granger is the obvious feminist icon of the Harry Potter series, but Minerva McGonagall, Ginny Weasley, Luna Lovegood, Tonks, Lily Evans Potter, Molly Weasley, and even Harry himself exhibit everything we need in our next generation. They're all independent, principled people who will not be deterred in saving their world. The women in Harry Potter are never seen as less than, and they all play pivotal roles. I'm not gonna lie, I credit Harry Potter with making me the woman I am today. Especially Ginny, Hermione, and Luna. No matter what books you choose to give the young feminist in your life, what's important is encouraging them and supporting their ideas. I say as someone who spends practically no time with children, but it's true. If your favorite young feminist is a college student or young adult, you might even want to gift them The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which is the book that made me call myself a feminist. I know, I said 5, but I couldn't resist. And if you're still unsure or just want more ideas, I do have a feminist gift guide from December that is chock full of books. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon. In the meantime, try to do some good. I know I will. Bye! I love sunflowers so much that I don't just have them in my hair, I am dressed like them.